Yeah, shalom, shalom. Brother Yeremia coming again with this live lesson. Double honors to the apostles and the owners of great millstones, and tears to Akim out there, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity. Brother Yeremia, all praise to the Most High Yahweh. I shouldn't be shy. I shouldn't my cock with dust, man. All right. Um, yeah, it's another lesson. Quickly, the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. Just go and get straight into it. It says, the hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. All right. So that's the Most High pretty much coming to Ezekiel in a vision, man. Okay. And caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. All right. Now we gonna get into what it means, man. Them dry bones, okay? And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahweh, power, thou knowest. All right. Again he said unto me, Prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear ye the word of Yahweh. Because those dry bones that Ezekiel was seeing um, represented the nation of Israel, man. Okay. Because when a person dies, there's a decaying process, man. After you decay, what's left? Your bones, and they dry, right? Because moisture or water is a sign of life. But there's no water, there's no moisture, there's no liquid. It's dry. Okay, so pretty much it represents death. Now that death is talking about is not physical death, but it's mostly pertaining to spiritually dead. Okay, Israel is in a state of being spiritually dead, aka dry bones, man. Now, bones is all you've got left after the whole decaying process. So, what's the Most High showing Ezekiel? That Israel is going to be all the way dead, man, spiritually. And in this day and age, Israel is all the way dead, man, spiritually. Okay, you got people believing in different philosophies, man. Going back to the Garden of Eden, when it was talking about those different fruit, it's talking about those different philosophies out there, man. You got Kemet, you got Islam, you got Hinduism, you got Judaism, all the other isms out there, man. And the Heavenly Father was showing Ezekiel that this is the state of Israel, man, dry bones. And the Most High asked Ezekiel, can these bones live? And Ezekiel basically said, thou knowest. Oh Lord power, thou knowest. Ezekiel basically saying, man, look, I don't know. You the Most High, man. I don't know. Okay. Again, he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. Now, Ezekiel, he did the job of all the other prophets, man, going out to the people, preaching them this word, man, calling them to the repentance because of what's to come. Okay. And that's the same thing, that's the spirit that we go out in, man. All right. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, we go out. All right. And we speak to the dry bones, man, to these Israelites. And that's who we're meant to speak to. Because if you go over to Ezekiel chapter 3, I may go there, it talks about consuming this robe and then going back out to preach to the house of Israel. Okay. Isaiah 58 talks about crying aloud and teaching the people of the Most High, which is Israel. Okay. Thus saith Yahweh, the Most High power, unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. Okay. Now, that word breath also coincides with the word spirit, because in the Hebrew, so like you have something or the word rakha. Racha, which basically means spirit or breath. All right. So when the Mosai is saying he's gonna cause breath to enter into you, what he's saying is he's gonna cause this spirit or this word to enter into you. All right. I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. Because I said earlier that Israel is dead spiritually, man. Now we alive in a sense, so we're breathing physically. You got a job, you got a family, you got children, you got a house, you got a car. You get up, you pee, you go toilet, X Y Z. That's people think, oh, this is life. This ain't life, man. We that's why the scripture says they kill us all the day long, because this really ain't life. We're in a state of existence, not living. Living, true living, we're gonna get that in the kingdom, man. Okay. So and how do we come to life? I would say that the elect have a different kind of living to the rest of the society, man. Because we have this knowledge through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that look, man, this is the word, man. We have a kingdom to come. That's when you start to get that. That's when the dry bones start to come together again, man. You know. And who's the one that this is what the Most High says to? It's the elect, man. Because really, the dry bones is talking about the elect. Because the dry bones being brought back to life is the elect and the 1/3. The rest of the body, or the rest of Israel, 2/3 gonna remain dry on this side. Thus saith the Lord power unto the bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you. And in verse 5, and ye shall live. Verse 6, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. All right. So it's the reverse, the opposite of the decaying process. Your skin breaks down, then your flesh rots and breaks down, all the way down to the dry bones that's left. Now Yahweh is saying when he puts that breath in us, it's going to be an opposite. From the dry bones, he going to wrap it with flesh. Then he going to wrap that with skin. And he going to cause the breath to be in us. That's this word. Because when you were in the world and you didn't know about this truth, or I should say didn't believe in this thing of ours, or the thing of the Most Highs, which is given to us, you're like dry bones, dead, no meat, no nothing. But when you come to the understanding of these scriptures, the complete and true breakdown of these scriptures, then you start to get that flesh back. Because when somebody comes into the truth, they're a skeleton, man. All right, and whatever philosophy that was on them has to be stripped away, man, back down to the bones. Okay, I just put up a video of these bugged out so-called Islamic Hebrew people. I just gave them that name because that's what they're doing, man. If they were to, let's say they came to the complete truth, all that nonsense has to be stripped away to like dry bones. Then the Most High, through his prophets, will build them back up. So the flesh that wraps the bones is this word, man. The skin that seals the bones and the flesh is this word. That breath is the spirit of this word. This complete truth, man. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh, man. And so that's when you get this word, that's when you really get to understand a little bit who Yahweh is. Because the scripture says we can't fathom the way of the Most High, man. These people out there saying they know God, they don't know the Most High, man. When you get this understanding of the truth, that's when you come to know who Yahweh is, man. Why Yahweh Shai. Okay. So Ezekiel says in verse 7, so I prophesied as I was commanded. And that's the job we gotta do, man. Ain't no goddamn different what I want to do in the truth, man. Prophesy as we were commanded. Ezekiel got it. So why the hell do some of you people can't do that, man? You want to do your own thing. Prophesy as we have been commanded. But then again, you can't get too mad at people when they do their own thing. Because if they weren't sent of the Most High, then how the hell they gonna get or do the right thing? That's why the scripture says, some of you preach and I have not sent you. The real question you got to ask yourself is, have I been sent of the Most High, man? So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. All right. So that's when people, that's like when people come to the understanding of the truth. They say, okay, this makes sense. This is why this is like that. This is why this is so, and that is so, and this is like this. They make noise. They understand this truth, and that's the bones coming together. And as a collective, that's the elect and the 1/3 coming together in this truth. Because we've been prophesying, the Lord sent his prophets out there to collect and gather the rest of the elect, man. Okay? Because what we got to understand is that there's elect walking up and down the street that still need to be woken up, man. You know, spirits ordained before the foundation of the earth, as the Most High said, that are of his elect. You got people in prison that's of the elect, man. They got to hear this word. As Apostle Gabar says, that's how we got the unicorn, which is the internet, which does the heavy lifting for us. We ain't got to go there. They can see it on the internet, on the YouTube, man. You know, via this thing called Google. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them. So the more understanding they got, the body started coming back together. And the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, which means son of the earth, right? And say unto the wind, thus saith Yahweh the Most High Power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. All right. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and breath came into them, and they lived and stood up on their feet, an exceeding great army, man. And that's what we are, man, an exceeding great army, the elect. All right. And prophesying, Salakia, onto these four winds is the four winds of the earth, man. All right. All around the globe, man. We got camps in Ukraine, Romania, Russia, Germany, Hawaii, the Caribbean, London. We got obviously over there in America and all these other places, man. This word is out there, man. And Esau's pissed off with himself that he allowed the internet to be accessible to everybody. Because now the same internet is coming back to bite them in their ass, man. Because we're using it through the power of the Lord to testify and to preach this word, man. You know? So I prophesied and as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up on their feet, an exceeding great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. You see, behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our past. So the elect's going to get it on this side, but in the kingdom, when the 2/3 come back through the reincarnation of the elect and the 1/3 as their children, the whole house of Israel, Yasha Allah, will be this revived, rectified, or resurrected body, if you will. Okay. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And we're going to get that in the kingdom when the earth is made new. And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and have brought you up out of your graves. And this graves is the sunken state of mind, being brain dead, man. Right? Being concerned with everything else which is foolishness other than the truth. And ye and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, the Lord Yahweh, have spoken it and performed it. Thus saith Yahweh. So at the end of it all, who's going to be magnified and glorified? The Most High Yahweh, man. Okay? Because all the glory, all the praise goes back to him. The word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah, Yahweh, and for the children of Israel, his companions. Because the northern kingdom Judah, Benjamin, Levi was separated from the southern kingdom, which made up the other 10 tribes uh, of the southern kingdom, all right, which are like your Mexicans, the people from Panama, the Ephraimites, basically, all right, Issacharites. I'm mixing up their what they know as today and their biblical nationality, so for you can understand, all right. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, Yahweh, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel and his companions. All right. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. All right. Now you got certain guys out there getting a stick and writing Judah on it. Then you getting another stick and um writing Ephraim on it, tying it together with an elastic band or something, and then saying, "Look, brothers, this is the stick, Judah and Ephraim coming together." Come on, don't be so simple, man. Don't be so goddamn simple, man. That's embarrassing, man. That's damn well embarrassing, man. Okay? The stick is talking about is the actual nations, man. The two kingdoms, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom coming together, man. Because there's a split even today, man. The so-called Negroes have a grievance with the so-called Mexican, the so-called Latino tribes. And even within those, the Southern Kingdom, you got little divisions. But when it's the Negroes versus the Latinos, they just come together. All right. They say, right, all the Latino tribes come together and come against the Negroes, and vice versa, man. Then you got your own problems between the Negroes, man. Caught up in the bullshit of today saying you're a Caribbean versus you're African, man. And we ain't neither. We're damn Israelites, man. You know? So that's a basic example of us being dead spiritually, man, on a wide scale. So when the Lord said, "Get the two stick and put it together," right? For one stick Judah, for the next stick Ephraim, that is saying that the two kingdoms, northern and southern kingdom, gonna come back together, all right, and join them as to one another into one stick, meaning that we're gonna come back together as one nation of Yasha Allah, the princes of the power, man. And there's no commandment to go out there in the highways and byways and teach with a damn stick in your hand, man. That's goddamn embarrassing, man. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, "Wilt thou not shew us what thou meanest by these?" Say unto them, "Thus saith Yahweh the power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be in mine hand. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes." So because it says before their eyes in your hand, certain guys gonna say, "Look, this is why you gotta have the stick in your hand in the camp." No, man. It's talking figuratively, prophetically, through images or imagery of what's actually gonna happen with the nations, man. Okay. That's like saying, "Oh, we gotta have a picture or a sign of mountains crumbling, like literal mountains crumbling, because the scriptures say that mountains will fall." We know it's talking about governments, man. The government's crumbling. But yet you want to have a stick in your hand and say, "Look, brother, you gotta have the stick, man. You gotta have the stick." Well, then why don't you have signs out there with mountains crumbling or a volcano popping off, crumbling a mountain? It can't be so goddamn simple, man. Come on. You're better than that, son. Oh boy, oh boy. "And the stick whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land." Because talking about going back to the four winds, Israel scattered in the lands of the heathen, man. And that word means outsider or countryman. So we're in the different countries, man. We're in the land of the heathens. That's why you got Israelites that going to come out looking like Chinese. that's of the elect. You're gonna have Israelites looking like straight up Edomites, looking like Hamites, and looking like looking like whatever other nation, man. But their bloodline is stuck in seed, and line goes back to Israel. Yasha Allah. Okay. Because they've been put in those lands, and that's part of the curses in Deuteronomy 28, that we shall be scattered among the heathen, man. But just because we scatter don't mean the Lord ain't going to gather us back. And here is saying it in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. He going to gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. Our own land is Israel, man. We going to get that when the earth is replenished, when Yahushua essentially hits that reset button and the earth is made new, man. And Israel is reinstated as the capital of the universe, man. All right? And on that note about the new Israel, you Edomites, you ain't even gonna get a chance to enter the Holy Land, man. You're gonna be in dungeons 24/7, man. So don't even think about Israel, man. You ain't gonna see the new Jerusalem. And that's facts, man. For the whole goddamn 1,000 years you're in slavery, you ain't gonna see the new Jerusalem, man. You can forget it. You going into hardcore slavery, Esau. And that's facts, brother. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore. Like I said, we got the northern kingdom, the southern kingdom. We ain't gonna have that in the kingdom. We gonna have one nation, man, all 12 tribes, Yasha Allah. Neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols, because that southern kingdom, man, they deep into that Catholicism, man. That Virgin Mary worship, Christ worship, and even other gods worship like Dagon, uh, the goddess of fertility. What's her name? I forget it, man. There's a few goddesses of fertility, but the Catholics worship them goddesses of fertility, them Greek gods, Mary, and all of that. Them idols, especially Judah and Benjamin, man, heavy into that Islam. Scriptures talking of worshipping gods of wood and stone, wood the cross, that Catholicism, and then stone the Kaaba or Mecca, and that's going to be put away, man. And it says that here. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with anything nor with any of their transgressions. But I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned. So wherever we are across the four corners of the world, the elect's going to be saved out of that, man. Then them, so shall they be my people, and I will be their power. We ain't gonna have no more other idols, man. We gonna have the true one and power, one and only power. All right. That's when we gonna really come back to Deuteronomy 6 verse 4. The Shemai. Shemai Sha'ala Yahweh Elachayana wa Yahweh Echad. We gonna know that the Most High is the singular Echad power, man. And Yahweh Shai is our Yahweh Shai Nawa, which is our deliverance or our savior in the Hebrew. And will cleanse them, so shall they be my people, and I'll be their power. And David, Dawudah, man, that mighty man, Dawudah, my servant, shall be king over them, and they all, shall have one shepherd, and they shall also walk in my judgments. So King David, he gonna be king, man. How it's gonna be? You're gonna have the Most High, Yahweh, then the King of Kings, because you had King of Kings, you have kings and you have kings over kings, man. You're gonna have the King of the universe or the Most High Supreme Yahweh, then the King of Kings, Yahweh Shai. Then under him, you're gonna have King David. Because how can Yahweh Shai have the title King of Kings if he's not a king over other kings? He's king over King David, and we gonna be kings, the elect, and all Israel. So he's king over the King David and the other kings. Then under King David, you're gonna have the elect, which are also kings, man. So we gonna be a kingdom of kings, a rulership of kings all the way down the line, man. We're children gonna be born into kingship, man, or princes, man. So, but the point is, King David gonna be restated as king, man. Malak Dawada, King David. Okay, which by the way, um, is Peter, man. If you didn't know. Anyways, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, Israel. Even they, the children and the children's children forever. And my servant David, that will thus shall be their prince forever. So David gonna be up there, man, forever and ever, along with the elect. We ain't gonna die in the kingdom. We gonna rule forever and ever, man, under the order given here. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. So we're gonna live in complete shalom, complete peace, man. And I will covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. My tabernacle also shall be with them, yea, I will be their power, and they shall be my people. And the heathen shall know that I, Yahweh, do sanctify Yasha Allah Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. That's what we've got to look forward to, brothers. The heathens knowing that we are the children of the Most High, living in our righteous kingdom under our authority and rule, according to the order, man. That's why we're out here, man, continuously on the internet and on the highways and byways to wake up the dry bones of the elect, so that when they're sealed, man, we can receive all of this, which is the kingdom to come, man. It's beautiful, man. This has been a quick breakdown of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, man. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshai. Double honor to our apostles and elders of great millstone, man. With that, once again, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Yahshai, man. And shalom, shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. Waking up the dry bones, baby.